Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the virtual learning class. Today, once again, I have come up with Politics chapter 2nd, that is Understanding Secularism, part 2. Before starting part 2nd, in the first part, which terms we have learnt, that we are going to summarize. Hope you already read the lesson. I told you that day only you have to read the particular lesson. Okay. So, we will start part 2nd afterward. So, summary will be like that. So, few terms we learned initially, we can say. So, I gave one example over there regarding religion. Suppose you will be Hindu, you will be Muslim, and you are in the foreign country or any country, and there you are facing few problems regarding your place, regarding your home. So that time that particular citizens are not responding you, are not helping you, that time what you will be doing over there? You feel very resentful, you feel very sad, angry, and you definitely think that yes, I'm going to take a revenge of all that thing, and that feeling will be retaliation. Okay, why that feeling came over there? That retaliation feeling because of discrimination done by that particular place citizens. Okay, so on each and every place, that differentiation, that discrimination we can find. Okay, so history provides us lots of things, lots of examples of discrimination. That examples also we have seen. Which that examples were? I gave you one of it regarding Adolf Hitler's. Correct? Example of exclusion, persecution on the grounds of religion. Now again, exclusion. What was the example of exclusion? Exclusion means what? To separate or to stay separately or excluded from anything. Okay, it means what? If particular group will be there, उस ग्रुप को एक्सक्लूड रखना, एक्सक्लूड करना, साइड में रखना, या जो मेन रिलीजन का ग्रुप होगा उससे थोड़ा सा साइड में रखना. एंड persecution means type of a domination, type of trouble, to give trouble to that particular group. So I gave you example of Hitler, if you remembered, right? Regarding Jewish people, they were troubling from Adolf Hitler at the time of World War II, and lots of millions of Jewish people killed by Hitler over there, and that will be the examples. So all that above examples, member of one religion community either persecute or discriminate against member of other religious community, and these acts of discrimination takes place more easily when one religion is given official recognition by the state of expense of other religion. Clearly, no one would wish to discriminate against. Definitely, no one want to discriminate. Correct? हमें कभी लगेगा कि नहीं हम उस ग्रुप के नहीं हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिमिनेट करना चाहिए? नेवर. किसी को भी ऐसे नहीं लगता है. Why? Because the religion not dominated by another religion. So in India, lots of differentiation found, which give all the documents, all the evidence given by history. Okay, so the main term we are going to move towards, what is secularism. Okay, so actually basically we have found over there, constitution contains few fundamental rights that we already learned, right? And why that rights are there? That are completely to protect against state power as well as against the tyranny of majority means what? To protect from state power. जो मेन सुप्रीम पावर जो होता है, to protect from that supreme or the state power, and as well as against the tyranny of majority. Tyranny also the term we have learned, misuse of power. जो misuse करते हैं means majority people, जो majority religion के people होते हैं in a majority form, अगर वो trouble करते हैं, अगर they are not giving all the rights, that time fundamental rights only give or the protect us from all that state power and the tyranny of the majority. किसको प्रोटेक्ट करती है? जो माइनॉरिटी में होते हैं. So the Indian Constitution allows individual to freedom to live by their religious belief and practices as they interpret these. So Indian Constitution is giving all the rights. One can interpret that particular religion. It means one can accept that particular religion if he or she want. अगर religion interpret करना है, change करना है, तो that citizen can move ahead to that particular step. So in keeping with this idea of religious freedom for all, India also adopted the strategy of separating power of religion and power of state. So that also we have learned why Indian Constitution decided to separate power of state and power of religion. So the important reason we have found that if suppose a state power is having that particular strategy or the power to control over particular group, तो वो स्टेट क्या करेगा? अपनी ही रूल बनाएगा वहाँ पे. और अगर उसके साथ अगर रिलीजन भी इंक्लूड हो जाए उनके साथ, मेजॉरिटी में जो रिलीजन होता है, तो वो रिलीजन एंड स्टेट पावर क्या करेंगे? जो माइनॉरिटी के लोग होते हैं, माइनॉरिटी का ग्रुप होता है, उन पे क्या करेंगे? डोमिनेशन करेंगे. दे विल डोमिनेटेड बाय द state power or the religious group, and that's why the main reason was that to separate the religion from the state. Okay, then we have also seen another reason to separate religion from the state in democratic society. That was we also need to protect the freedom of individuals to exist from their religion. Okay, so what that was? They have to exist from that religion. If suppose one want to stay in that particular religion, he can stay over there. No one can enforce him or her. It means what? अगर किसी पर्सन को लगता है कि उसको उसी रिलीजन में रहना है, he or she can stay over there. कोई भी उसको फोर्स नहीं करेगा टू चेंज दैट पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन. एम्ब्रेस अनदर रिलीजन और हैव अ फ्रीडम टू इंटरप्रेट मीन्स दूसरे रिलीजन को एक्सेप्ट करें. एम्ब्रेस मीन्स टू एक्सेप्ट इट फोर्सफुली. नो, that will be not good for that particular religion, and also or have freedom to interpret that particular religion. And to understand these points better, the practice of untouchability matters over here a lot. You may feel like dislikes these practices within Hinduism, and therefore you want to try and reform it. However, if state power were in hands of those who support untouchability, then what will happen? Can you imagine? It means if suppose those who are protecting practice of untouchability, जो उसके साइड में है, किसके? untouchability, practice of untouchability, तो क्या होगा? कैन यू गेस? अगर क्लास में मॉनिटर होता है तो और सपोज उस मॉनिटर का ही ग्रुप पूरे क्लास में अगर होता है, एंड फ्यू माइनॉरिटी ग्रुप विल बी देयर, मीन्स दोज आर लेस टॉकेटिव स्टूडेंट्स एंड ऑल, तो किसकी चलती है क्लास में? यू कैन आंसर डेफिनेटली, ऑब्वियसली जो मॉनिटर है और उसका ग्रुप है, जो भी है वही करेंगे, जो कहेंगे वही सच होगा, लाइक दैट। तो जैसे रिलीजन्स में अनटचेबिलिटी, अगर दैट मेजॉरिटी में वो रिलीजन आता है और वही रिलीजन अगर अनटचेबिलिटी प्रैक्टिसेस पे बिलीव करता है तो क्या होगा? इट विल नॉट गुड फॉर सोसाइटी। ओके, till here have you understood? So after that, instead of that power of religious group, whatever decisions will be taken, that will be from the state government. Okay, so next we have learned that what is Indian secularism. So the Indian constitution mandates that the Indian state secular, it should be secular, it should be separate all the state power and the religious power. So according to constitution, only secular state can release its objective to ensure the following. तो क्या थे उनके objectives? Let's see. First one was that one religious community does not dominate another. It means one religion cannot suppress the another religion, cannot dominate another religion. Second one was some members do not dominate other members of the same religious community. It means you cannot force for any rituals. Yes, you have to do that particular rituals only. Means from that same religion, you cannot force to that same religious person in that particular religion only to celebrate particular rituals. Means yes, you have to take fast, you have to do worship of God, you have to do visit temple regularly or on some particular days, you have to pray, all that things. No, it will not compulsory. And third one, that the state does not enforce any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. It means the state also does not enforce any particular religion. State will also not take side of any particular religion nor take away the religious freedom of individual. और ना ही स्टेट किसी को फोर्स करेगा कि whatever freedom of individuals होगा religion से related, that will be the his or her personal decision. Okay, that also we have seen. So afterward, what we have seen, two examples. One was the of school, government school and private school, how they are celebrating festivals. And second one was discussion within the two friends. The two friends were having bike over there, and one friend is having helmet, another friend is also having helmet, but he doesn't wear it, never. So what that second friend says, I'm not going to find anything. First person ask him ki if you will not wear that helmet, so you will be fine, आपको फाइन पे करना पड़ेगा. तो वो जो सेकेंड फ्रेंड था उसका नाम था परमजीत. परमजीत से नो नो डोंट वरी, आई विल नॉट बी फाइन, मुझे फाइन नहीं बैठने वाला है, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू पे फाइन. तो वो फ्रेंड पूछता है वाई लाइक दैट. तो परमजीत क्या बोलते हैं, फॉर सिक्स वेयरिंग अ पगड़ी is very important part of our religion, and that is one of a central important thing, and that's why government cannot force Sikhs to wear a helmet. So that examples also we have seen in the previous part. So we are moving towards part second. So here in the part 2 we are going to learn how Indian constitution has taken few prevention terms to stop all that things. So Indian secularism works to prevent the domination listed there earlier is through the strategy of intervention. So they don't have any other option, and they thought that yes, we have to intervention, we have to intervene in that all that particular matter. It means we have to do something over there. Okay, so few examples they have given, which that examples, lower caste and upper caste regarding. So upper caste dominate other members, those who were in the lower caste. It means again here majority and minority. Upper caste के जो लोग थे religion, they were dominating to lower caste. In order to prevent this religion based exclusion and discrimination of lower caste, the Indian constitution has taken a most important decision. Means what happened, those who were from the upper caste know what they were doing. They were continuously torturing the lower caste people in lots of ways, in the time, in the way of religion, in the time of social practices, lots of things. What they were doing, they were completely tortured by upper caste people who lower caste people. So Indian constitution had taken a solution to ban untouchability. Okay, so in order to end a social practice that believes discriminates and excludes, जो क्या करती थी, to जो discriminate करती थी and exclude करती थी, it means which were discriminated and excluded, which will be taken away, that violates the fundamental rights of lower caste who are citizens of this country. Obviously, like upper caste people, lower caste people also citizens of that particular country. That's why they ban untouchability. Similarly, to ensure that laws relating to equal inheritance rights are respected, the state may have to intervene in the religion based personal laws of communities, and they are going to intervene in the personal law as well. A particular area or the particular religion were having also their personal laws, okay, for that particular guilt or the crime. So constitution going to intervene in the religious based personal law, means they are going to interfere in that personal law as well to prevent from all the exclusion and discrimination. Okay, so the intervention of the state can also be in the form of support. Definitely all that intervention, all that interference give to the lower caste a positive support. उसकी वजह से क्या होता था, जो लोअर कास्ट के लोग थे, पीपल थे, रिलीजन थे, उनको गवर्नमेंट थ्रू, स्टेट थ्रू उनको क्या मिलता था, अ पॉजिटिव सपोर्ट. And Indian constitution grants the right to religious communities to set up their own schools and colleges. It means whatever from the minority group, if suppose that particular they want to build up a particular institute, college or the schools, so constitution grants them. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का क्या करता था, उनको ग्रांट देता था, दे कैन बिल्ड, दे कैन establish their own schools and colleges. It also gives them financial aid, financial support also they were providing on a non preferential basis. It means they were not taking any preference, they were not taking any advantage of that कि हाँ after that they will be appreciated because of all the activity. No, not like that, but to maintain their financial support, to maintain their financial balance, all that intervenes constitution has done. Okay, so here in the next slide also we can see The Indian constitution ban untouchability. In this instance, the state interventing the religion in order to discriminate and excludes, and that violates the fundamental rights of lower caste who are citizen of country, and they were also having interference in the personal law. So after that, Indian secularism, how it was different from democratic countries, that we are going to learn how they were different from each other. Okay, let's see how it is different. So in the first paragraph actually it is given um, similarity over there, and in the second paragraph it is given differentiation. So let's see. Some of the above objectives are similar to those that have been included in the constitution of secular democratic countries in other parts of the world. For example, the First Amendment of the US Constitution prohibits the legislature from making laws. Which laws? Respecting an establishment of religion, or that prohibit the free exercise of religion. What is meant by the word establishment is that the legislature cannot declare any religion as the official religion. See what happened in the First Amendment of US Constitution prohibits the legislature. Legislature means those who are making the law. Okay, legislature means those who are making the law, that committee we can say. So they gave, or that legislature is having the right only that according to the constitution they are supposed to form that law. They cannot prohibit, or they cannot form any particular religion. Respecting an establishment of religion means they cannot establish any particular religion, they cannot give emphasis on particular religion, or that prohibit the free exercise of religion, और किसी को prohibit नहीं कर सकते. They cannot stop anyone to exercise, to practice that particular religion. If anyone want that to leave that particular religion, he or she can leave religion, that whatever religion they want they can enter in that religion. It means by the word establishment is that legislature cannot declare any religion as the official religion. Okay, it means what? We have seen when on the basis of religion, if someone's fundamental rights are snatched, the constitution will interfere. It means in the Indian constitution we have seen like that, but USA is already having the all separation of power and separation of religion. They are they established like that only all their rules. They have separated already state of power and state of religion, or the power of religion. Okay, nor can they give preference to one religion. All religions are equal. In the USA, the separation between state and religion mean that neither the state nor religion can interfere in the affairs of one another. Means state is not going to interfere in the religion, and nor religion is going to interfere in the state. मतलब दोनों ही अगर सेपरेट हो चुके हैं तो कोई एक दूसरे के अफेयर्स में, एक दूसरे के पॉइंट्स में, एक दूसरे के इश्यूज में इंटरफेयर नहीं करेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि वो क्या हो चुके हैं? सेपरेट हो चुके हैं. सो दैट रिवील्स एक्चुअली वन picture is given in the textbook that we will just discuss, we will just go through. Okay, picture is given of one school. The United States of America, most children in government school have begin their school day reciting the pledge. Okay, like each and every school is having pledge and prayer. USA is also going is also started school with pledge. That pledge is called pledge of allegiance. तो वो pledge क्या कहती है? This pledge includes the words under God. Okay, a word is given in that pledge, under God. It was established more than 60 years ago, and that government school students are not required to recite the pledge if it conflicts with their religious belief. If suppose already what the US is saying, we are separated state and religion, so why you are going to emphasize on that particular word? Despite this, there have been several legal challenges objecting to the phrases under God, saying that it violates the separation between church and state that the First Amendment of US Constitution guarantees. So, above photo shows students taking the pledge, and somehow they are practicing that particular whatever separation they are telling, that is not going on over there. Let's see next one. Okay, so there is one significant way in which Indian secularism differs from the dominant understanding of secularism as practiced in United States of America, and this is because unlike the strict separation between religion and the state in American secularism, in Indian secularism the state can intervene in religious affairs. It means what this paragraph is showing, as we have seen, when on the basis of religion, if someone's किसी के fundamental rights are snatched, the constitution will interfere in that matter. Means हमने पहले देखा कि like upper caste people were dominating to the whom? Lower caste people. Correct? So at that time what constitution have to do? Constitution has taken interference over there. Which interference? They ban practice of untouchability. So our constitution says that if on the basis of religion, if any major issue will be there, so constitution is going to interfere in that matter. It means not complete separation in Indian constitution. आया इतना समझ में? इसका मतलब क्या है, जैसे हमने पहले पढ़ा कि अपर कास्ट के लोग लोअर कास्ट के लोगों से कैसे बिहेव कर रहे थे, हाउ दे वेर टॉर्चरिंग देम, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने क्या किया? अनटचेबिलिटी को बैन किया. इसीलिए इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्या कहती है, अगर रिलीजियस के बेसिस पे कोई मैटर होता है, कोई इशू होता है, तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वो मैटर सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करेंगे. दे आर गोइंग टू इंटरफियर, दे आर गोइंग टू टेक अ पार्ट इन दैट अफेयर. हाउ? when it will be needed on the basis of ideas, on the basis of principles, whatever rules are there, according to that they are going to interfere in that matter. So Indian constitution intervene in Hindu religion practices in order to abolish untouchability. जैसे अनटचेबिलिटी को उनको बैन करना था, तो उन्हें उसमें ध्यान देना ही पड़ा. दे हैव टू इंटरफियर. सो इंडियन सेक्युलरिज्म thought the state is not strictly separate from religion. It does maintain a principled distance. Okay, so they are going to take a distance. If any issue will be there, they are going to interfere. The Indian state is secular and works in various ways to prevent religious domination. How? Indian constitution guarantees fundamental rights that are based on this secular principle. Means whatever decisions are going to take from the constitution, that will be completely based on fundamental rights or the principles. However, this is not to say that there is precisely because such violations happen frequently that we need a constitutional mechanism to prevent them from the from happening, and the knowledge that such rights exist makes us sensitive to their violations and enables us to take action when these violations takes place. When this type of situation will occur, definitely constitution will be there for common people. Okay, one more example we are going to see how Indian constitution is definitely better than rest of the countries. One example is given, an event in France. Actually, what happened in February 2004, France passed a law banning students from wearing any conspicuous religious or political sign or symbols such as the Islamic head scarf, Jewish skull cap, or the large Christian crosses. Okay, so in the France, all that signs were banned, signs or the symbols were banned for the students, we can say. Okay, those who were going in the schools or the colleges, when it came in February 2004. So this law has encountered a lot of resistance from immigrants who are mainly from the former France colonies of from where they came, that immigrants from Algeria, Tunisia and Morocco. So from that places they came. Why they came? Actually in France in 1960s, at that time what happened, they faced a shortage of workers. So therefore they provide visas for that immigrants. Okay, so that's why in the France that immigrants or the workers came over there because of the shortage of workers. And when they provide visa for that immigrants to come and work in the country, and what happened, जो लोग थे from Algeria, Tunisia and Morocco, their daughters, that these immigrants often wear headscarves while attending the school regularly, their daughters. However, with the passing of this new law, they have been expelled from their school for wearing the headscarves. So, it is also banned for that particular daughters or the girls to stop over there. They were prohibited to attend the school. So, if we compare Indian constitution and rest of the constitutions, so that time we will feel really great that definitely our Indian constitution gives importance to all the things. They are going to interfere that particular religious matters as well. It means not that particular enforcement over there to follow that particular religion only. No, that freedom of interpret the religion that we have. Am I right? So that's why according to the layout of constitution, the Indian citizen, as an Indian citizen, we have to follow all the principles, all the rules. Okay. So in this way we learnt this chapter, the understanding secularism. Now at the conclusion part, now we are what we learnt from whole the lesson, or especially from part 2, that we will go through. Before that, few words are there. You have to write it down in the notebook. You can take now screenshot, and afterward you can write it down in your notebook. Following definitions. So at first we have seen points in Indian constitution. Yes, how Indian constitution plays a very important role in everyone's life. How they were banned, which were social practices over there, which were not at the side of anyone's or the lower caste people's side. They, because of that, they ban over there. Then freedom to interpret a particular religion. One can interpret its religion. Then comparison between American Constitution and Indian Constitution as well. And France event just now we have discussed. So have you understood why it is important to understand secularism? Though our state is secular, but it is not completely separated from state power to religious power. If a condition, a situations occur, at that time constitution is going to intervene in that particular matter, in that particular issue, affair. Have you got it? Okay. I hope you understood the whole lesson, students. When I'm going to send you exercise question answers of this particular lesson, I think you are supposed to read this chapter twice. Then you are supposed to start writing. If you will follow all that things, that will be better for you to understand the chapter. Okay, so read the chapter at first and then write down your all question answers in your CW, and then after writing it, read it all the questions and answers. Okay, have you cleared all the things? Hope you understood all the things. So in the next chapter we are going to learn history, next chapter. Okay, so hope you are going to read the history chapter and you are supposed to read it. Okay, take care of yourself. We'll meet soon. Till then, bye. Thank you so much.